show everybody my sleepy eyes.
Oh, yeah, sleepy eyes and everything. Welcome back to another episode of Dried Blood. This is episode 9. Special episode tonight. We got Captain Robert and Feisty Viking in our special Dragon episode. We're perusing the wares of Fizban's Treasury of Dragons tonight as we had a Dragon Battle Royale. And the DracoHydra Feisty, our winner. How do you feel about that win?
We feel excellent. All our heads feel very victorious.
You have an asterisk like Barry Bonds.
Dude, that Hydra, head after head after head, is just insane.
It's such a wild mechanic. It truly, like, it's nerfed in a lot of other ways, but getting 20 points of health back every turn, that's huge. That's huge.
Also, super gross, and how, like, every time you described it, I don't think there's a pretty way to describe it at all.
No,
like,
no
it's
way.
a flower blooming from the soil. I don't know. Like, one point you described it like as a cheese stick, like slicing into.
You have to just embrace the grossness. It's a neck getting viscerally ripped in half and splitting, and then 2 more heads just growing out.
That the Amethyst Dragon, though, is like... Especially you kept getting the breath weapon back, but like the fact that you can teleport all around and shit, like on a bonus action.
Oh my gosh, 140 foot of movement each turn.
It's so stupid.
I didn't know what properties they were going to give the Amethyst Dragon other than they kind of made it chunky.
Yeah.
Like from the character art. So that's what I saw. And of course, I had to make the meme about buying these amethyst dice and finding out they weren't my birthstone.
Yeah.
So that was the whole choice. And then when I got to sit down and look at it, I'm like, oh my God, this dude is a absolute beast. You're able to get 140 feet of movement without using anything really required, and it also has blink, so it could go into the ethereal plane anytime it wanted to.
Yeah,
I never wanted to use blink because we're trying to have fun inside deathmatch, but it can also do that, so it could hide in the lair and just pummel you with stuff over and over again before it reappeared.
Which, speaking of layers, I thought that was really smart that you guys made sure to include those still as a part of the dragon things, because like that is a part of the fun of, as a DM, getting to play a dragon. So to have a death match without it would have been lacking.
Yeah, I mean, at that point you're just talking about clawing and biting each other to death, and like even though we didn't all, like, I didn't have a lair action and you didn't have a lair action, just like it gives that extra mechanic at the top of the round, like that someone could do something just with the legendary actions and resistances, like just adds that extra piece that we don't normally have.
It gave us RP for sandwiches, so
and it's also just really cool to continue to change the maps up and see these dragons what we might imagine is their natural environment.
I'll tell you though, like you guys picked 3 dragons that all had some sort of water related lair. Like all 3 types liked water, and I'm like, because I was gonna have it. My original idea was to have 4 maps in like a grid, and they all just like touched, like as if like these 4 biomes were brought together. But then all of your biomes were like water based, and I'm like, well, that looks weird. So I'm like, we'll just switch it up as we go. And
it's the ocean.
We'll make the layers bigger and increase the movement speed or movement distance for getting around and stuff, just to make them feel like they're dragon layers. So it's kind of a workaround I did, but I got a bone to pick with the Grand Master here though. And you guys don't know this, but that death was some bullshit. I got a bone to pick because
I didn't know this. I didn't know this.
I DM'd her as soon as she crushed that skull because I was like, "Did you read my fucking card?"
I didn't.
So the Hollow Dragon, after 1d6 days, if all the pieces are within 6 miles of each other, he comes back to life with full health. And I was gonna roll for our purposes. I was gonna roll like a d4 or d6 for like how many turns until I came back to life, or how many rounds. Right. I was gonna do that mechanic with like less health though, but I was gonna like play on that mechanic to come back, and she just instantly crushes the armor piece for the head. And I
love that so much.
I DM'd her. That's why I was like, that's bullshit.
I did not know. I had no clue.
Because I thought she read my card, and I was like, I get it. The episode's going long, but fuck you.
I purposely didn't read any of the cards. Like, even in like learn about the dragons. That's why I didn't choose any of our dragons. But that was also the reason it was motivated by the character, because your arbiter said some real shitty things.
No, that's true. That's true. It's just funny that worked out that way. But my brain instantly was like, she read the card.
Sneaky.
I was like, oh.
Don't worry, I had that moment with Radio, and he did in fact read in
the
front
book.
of the adventure.
Read the whole book.
If it helps, I didn't even read all of my card before going into this. I didn't even know I had lair action.
No, I said,
and what my breath was beforehand.
I asked her to DM. I was like, "Did you read my card?" And she was like, "No, why?" And then she obviously then read it because then she typed, "Oh." I was like, "Damn it! You ruined my comeback."
Now, these were all like really super badass dragons. And of all things, that was kind of the most terrifying to me is that the fact is that this wasn't even the final form of the Amethyst Dragon.
Yes.
Yeah, you said this is just the adult version?
This is the adult.
Yeah, because the let me find the
Like our
ancient
health
here.
was like all like what 240 to 280.
211, yeah.
Yours was 211. The ancient Amethyst is like 444. 450. Because I had a cool health stats for cards. And I was like, oh, no.
And it has, I have it here on I have it on my screen. It has plane shift. It has globe of invulnerability. So it's got some crazy stuff. Let me even.
They're putting it in the top tier. I'm assuming the main prime Gem Dragons are all in that top tier.
According to here in Foundry, it's CR23. So I don't know. That puts it pretty high up there.
Fizban's has a table of the dragons that are a part of it and their CR rating. Where did I see that at?
Yeah. Well, let me just give you the rundown here. The DracoHydra was a CR11, which worked out just fine. The adult dragon, Amethyst Dragon, was a 16. The Topaz was a 20. And the Hollow Dragon is an 18. So we had a pretty wide spread of CRs because they're fighting each other. And
right.
not, against a party, it'd be different. But it's just interesting.
Inside that fight, easily much more deadly because none of us have radiant.
Right.
Well, it would have worked out if yours would have hit. It would have been some balancing. But yeah. Like definitely rising up on it.
I knew I made the right agreement. I knew it. Early on.
We are many heads. We win because we are smarter with heads put together.
I like that. I was just trying to get all your heads to unionize.
Well, wait, so now I'm back to Narfi, and so this is good things for Lemonade Stand. I think we're doing real good things here. Really feel like we got some opportunities for growth and maybe some space. Hell, we might even add some of your blackberry lemonade in. I'm not sure. I don't know if you still feel that way, Mr. Varshan or Narshan or Varshan. Martian?
Varshan?
Now, unlike other
yeah,
D&D
Mr.
Hydras, you did not have resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, slashing, piercing.
Nope. I only have advantage on things that are trying to stun or incapacitate in those types of ways, which is why I finally asked. I was like, wait, I should have asked if this was considered a stun that you were doing with your breath, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's
This is really
insane.
cool though.
I thought this was a fun way to like show off the dragons for sure.
Very fun way.
Thanks to Captain Robert because that's his idea. He's the one who asked if we wanted to do a Dragon Battle Royale.
Yep.
Kind of show off new Fizban's content. So
I mean that's the way to get into a compendium like that and be able to make a piece of content out of it. Like immediately I was like, oh my God, we should do Dragon Battle on your channel. Like that's literally perfect.
Yeah.
The dragons are awesome. And just the artwork in it is just an absolute beauty.
Yeah.
Absolute beauty.
And it's something
cool art pieces.
Something we've wanted to do for a while. Like since we started, we wanted to have like eventually some sort of monster battle royale or fight. So like this was a perfect opportunity to get that done.
Well, thanks for having me on for your inaugural monster battle.
Yeah,
I'm sure there will be many more in the future, dragons and all sorts of other shit. But the way we like to end this thing is for each of you as yourself, as your character, to final words, wisdom, whatever, to the acolytes that are watching. Feisty, you got any final words?
When one head has an idea, it's best to listen. For maybe the idea is good. Maybe the idea is to make sandwiches. But at least you have an idea. You can capitalize on that. So listen to those voices. And fight the shit out of anything you see. Especially if you have a lot of heads. Just bite, bite, and bite, and bite.
That's those are great final words. Captain Robert!
Put my headphones on. And I don't want the world to see me, because I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am.
Oh, that is a great way to end it.
All right, guys, we'll see you on the next episode of D20 Deathmatch. Peace.